It is match number 10 of the weekend from the ASU Cross Conference Invitational here from the Mona Plummer Aquatic Center. It's water polo weekend on Blaze Radio. Blake Niemann, I'm Ben Parris. Excited to have you. And Blake, we are Blaze Radio. We are the student radio station at ASU, but today we get to add video. It's a full-on live stream, and it is a very exciting day.
Oh, it's a fantastic day for water polo. Even though it is a little gloomy outside, the rain has kind of cleared up, and a great time to be on Blaze Radio and a little bit of video too.
Blaze TV, not official, but you never know. We have Wagner and LMU in today's games. They've both played 3 coming in. For LMU, they won 25-3 against Cal Lutheran, 18-7 versus Salem, and then they lost to Arizona State 12-7. There is some really good competition out here this weekend.
Yeah, for LMU, the big part about them is they are very good defensively, held their opponents yesterday to just 10 points combined while also scoring 43 themselves. They have a great senior goalkeeper, 5th-year senior in Madison Davis, had 4 saves yesterday combined for combined total there on day 1. And then for Wagner, a very good offensive team outside of ASU, lost to them by just 6. ASU, we just saw, went undefeated on the weekend, going 3-0, only team to do that this weekend. But they're led by Carlotto Alonso, 11 goals this weekend of Wagner's 20 total in each match, and led all the Seahawks last year with 107 goals last season. So she's going to be a name to watch out for, especially going against Ruth Reno-Ruiz, who was 6 for 6 yesterday on shots on goal, but was 0 for 5 against ASU, so look for her to get back on track as well.
We're talking about Wagner as well. They outshot ASU 45-25 yesterday. They lost, though, 16-10. They beat Salem 22-7 and then 20-6 against Cal Lutheran. So we should be in for a good one. It's been a fun weekend, and this is just put a knot on it. This is the end, the final game, and it's right here on Blaze Radio. You're listening and watching on Blaze Radio.
You're listening and watching on Blaze Radio. That's what we do.
It's going to be exciting. We're going to step aside, and we'll be underway in just a few moments right here in Tempe.
In at blazeradioonline.com, and if you miss a show, feel free to catch up on Spotify on our channel, The Bag Room.
Welcome to The Voyage. I'm your host, Pacey Smith-Garcia. Join me as we travel the world in search of incredible music and venture into some of its more obscure sides. We will hear the sounds of classical fusion in South Africa, the dream pop of Japan, and so much more. Join me on The Voyage on Sundays at 1 p.m. only on Blaze Radio.
Come one, come all, dear listeners, and gather around the Tavern Hearth for stories and legends from the magical land of Faerun. Join me, your host, Anion Fack McDaniels, every week as we delve into the vast lore behind the world of Dungeons & Dragons.
Ready to go here from Mona Plummer, Blake Niemann, Ben Parris, our producer, Jaden Taylor. Excited to have you. On your right, you have LMU in the black caps, Wagner to your left in the white caps. The battle between the number 20 and number 18 teams in the first poll of the season. And we are ready to go as teams will swim towards the middle and ball will be controlled by LMU to begin. And it's Arena Ruiz that will try to work towards the offensive end. She moves it to the center for Kadifa. And it's knocked out of her hands by Arias, but they stay with it. Nankervis has it on the far side of the pool, and a foul there. As Nankervis will move it to the far side corner, and some more whistles as the ball will go the other way on the infraction.
A little bit of wind picking up. See if that plays a factor. Looks like it's blowing the opposite direction of LMU.
Blowing maybe into us a little bit as well as Ong moves it forward. Here's a shot on the first goal of the game. Andrea Arias, the senior from Spain, 4 goals in the first game yesterday against Salem, a goal versus ASU as well, and she's on the board today as Wagner takes the 1-0 lead. So as we get ready to restart, Inbar Gava in there in net for LMU, the senior from Israel, made 2 saves against Cal Lutheran. into the dangerous area in front of the net, trying to find some room, and it's off the bar. Shot came from Kadifa.
Yeah, Kadifa, that's her 5th shot attempt of the weekend, has converted just 1 goal. Just having a tough time finding it in the bottom of the net.
So Wagner again moving it from the left to the right in front of our broadcast location now. And the ball is poked away by Gava. And a nice play by the goalie to get involved and get her team back on offense.
Yeah, coming out of the netted area.
As Nankervis was interfered with. So LMU will stay with it. As Tarantino moves to her right, passes a little long, but Ben David, no problem for her. As she's gonna move it right in front of the net, and a backhand shot is in. Gerber ties the game, and it's 1-1 early, 6:26 to go here in the first quarter of play.
South Africa native with her 7th goal of the weekend. She's been phenomenal this weekend and was able to get LMU on the board.
And had a goal in the morning match against ASU. So ball comes to the near side for Og. And Og trying to move it around, this time to her left for Navarro. And we have a whistle, something happening on the far side of the pool, and LMU will get the ball back. It's Nankervis surveying for an option, and looks like she may have been dunked. It's a common foul. She moves it ahead, right in front of the net. It is Arena Ruiz. As back outside it comes. And a long pass for Ben David. Far side of the pool down. Ben David gets it back, shooting! And right off where the crossbar and the post meet on the far side, out of bounds it goes, and it's a stand by Wagner, who gets the ball back with just over 5.5 to go in the opening quarter. Still 1-1 here from Tempe.
You can just see the experience by Madison Davis taking up the space in the area of that net, preventing any shots from getting in.
As Alonso's shot goes just wide to the near side. And it seems like this game so far, Blake, has had a fast pace to it.
Certainly both teams treading back and forth across the pool.
Nankervis moved it forward to Ben David. A foul called there. As they'll move it outside for Kadifa. Now for Nankervis. And her pass was intercepted. A great play made by Alonso. As they'll reset to the goalkeeper. And move it back towards the east side of the pool. As Alonso, after that great defensive play with the ball, gonna go to her left for Nash. And Nash, I think that was intended for Arias, but her pass too long. Arias was right in front of the goal. Gava makes a nice play, and LMU gets it back. Still 1-1 in the first. It's Lior Ben David. Moves it to her right for Arena Ruiz. Ruiz winds up, moves it to her left, right in front, and an easy one for Gerber. 2-1 in favor of LMU early.
Yeah, Gerber, both goals so far today, providing that early spark for the Lions.
So 4:22 to go in the first. And it is 2-1, LMU on top early. As Nankervis making a strong defensive play against Og, but got a little bit too aggressive. So Og will get the pass forward, looking for Navarro. And Navarro moves it ahead. This for Taylor. Taylor right in front. Here's a shot, and it's tipped away by Gava and out of play. Ball ends up on top of the goal. And a great save there by the goaltender.
A great save by Gava, her 5th saves of the weekend. Great compliment as well to Madison Davis, those two pairing. A great back in net defense for LMU.
Into the center of the pool, it comes for Arias. And it's gonna go the other direction. As everybody gonna turn around, and a long pass ahead. It's intended for DeMattia. Sophia DeMattia from California trying to move it forward. And some action out in front. The ball is gonna be ruled in Wagner's possession. As Taylor had a goal this morning against Cal Lutheran. Moves it forward. Here's a shot by Arias, and it's blocked. Gava makes another save, and she's been strong in net so far. Her team leads 2-1 as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter, and miscommunication on that pass as Wagner will move it the other direction with Nash. As Nash head for Og, and she was interfered with, so she'll get possession of the ball. Og back up top for Navarro. Now on the far side. Too aggressive there by Tarantino. Wagner stays with it, 8 to shoot. And looks like LMU was able to win that one back. No, rather a free shot is coming up.
Yeah, the exclusion there.
So Alonzo to take. Had 9 goals yesterday. Check that, 8 goals yesterday. And she shoots, and it's off the far post. Trying to get there for the rebound. She does another try, and this time it's in. Carlotta Alonzo. 5 goals against Salem, 3 against ASU, 3 goals this morning against Cal Lutheran, and now 1 today. As we're tied at 2 with 2:45 to go in the first.
What an effort by the Spaniard, getting that ricochet off, diving forward and sticking with it. It's a high effort play right there.
Looks like we have a change coming on both sides. Some substitutions made before we get ready to restart. And the ball in Gava's hand as we get ready to go. As right at the center of the pool, looking for an option, taking her time, 20 to shoot. So that took 10 seconds off the clock. We'll go to Aria Ruiz. And Ruiz fighting with Arias, the defenders. Ruiz will get to stay with it. Stays with it on the far side. And in the corner is DiMattia. As it comes back to this direction, 3 seconds to shoot. Good defense made by Wagner, and now they have a chance to push the pace if they want to. Here's Og, an odd man rush. Og staying with it right in front. Og hesitating, and a nice defensive stand, but the ball's gonna stay here. As Og will wait for some teammates to catch up. She came in 2-on-1, hesitated on the shot and didn't get one off. Pass back up to Coleman. Now for Nash. Nash looking with Coleman. Back and forth. Shot is blocked in front by Sosaver. A great play there, but now Wagner able to get it back after the block shot. And Nash with Sosaver right on her. Now Coleman and Nash working at the top of this formation. 17 to shoot, plenty of time for Wagner. They get it ahead to Arias, but it's knocked away. And some good defense there from LMU. We're inside 90 seconds to go here in the first.
Low scoring first period frame. Both these teams showing why they're top 20 in the country. It's defense like this that really makes you elite in water polo.
And in front, Wagner able to win that one back. Grace Coleman, and now a long pass across the pool, and it's loose. And Navarro is going to be whistled, so Nankervis will get to take possession for LMU. Far side of the pool for DiMattia. Trying to find an option. Inside a minute to play in the first. And the ball going to be given back to Wagner with some action right in front of the goal. So here comes Navarro. Has Arias in front, and it looks like she was dunked. As she gets it and she lobs it in. Arias with the goal. And it's now 3-2 in favor of Wagner. Arias with a nice shot. A little finesse there, Blake Niemann.
Yeah, both of the Spaniards getting after it, showing off their skill and their craft. Last year, Arias a member of the MAAC All-Conference team. So definitely has that experience to bring back to Wagner.
Wagner working on some substitutions as Arias will come out after the goal from Madrid, Spain, as Blake said. Skava moves it to the far side of the pool for Arena Ruiz. Once again, LMU with a few violations on offense, giving the ball right back to Wagner, who has the 3-2 lead with 30 seconds to go in the first. Right in front for Nash, and she scores. Bounces it off the surface and gets it past Gava, and now a 2-goal lead for Wagner. It's 4-2.
Incredible ball movement there by Wagner, first from Arias and then all the way inside. Just some cross-pool movement to set up that nice, easy in-front shot.
So now 27 seconds left to go here in the first. LMU down 2. And we'll restart with the possession after the Wagner goal.